Hello, in this, the third video on children and families, I'm going to explain how child and family reductions are calculated from the rates. This tutorial follows on Children and Families 1 capacity and Children and Families 2 rate applicability. In a project, the cost implications of children and families are expressed in two ways: rates and reductions. Rates are what will be paid. Reductions are the difference between the standard per person sharing rate and the special rate, as we saw in the first two videos on children and families. In the search engine, for example Mount Sheba, for a triple room, a quadruple room, and a child of a given age bracket, a specific rate may be available and applicable to a project under certain conditions, as can be seen in service rates. For a triple room, the rate is for 3 people sharing a room and participating in all services. For example, for Mount Sheba, dinner, bed and breakfast, 3 dinners, and 3 breakfasts. For a quadruple room, the rate is for 4 people sharing the room and participating in all the services. In this example, 4 dinners and 4 breakfasts. For children, the rate is per child of the given age bracket participating in all the services. Here, for a child between 3 and 12 to eat dinner, sleep, and eat breakfast. These same rates are displayed in detailed rates, both on the cost tab and the sale tab. The rate is how much will be paid. If we now consider the detailed quote, we see that it is expressed as a reduction. For example, for Mount Sheba, dinner, bed and breakfast, third adult sharing reduction, fourth adult sharing reduction, and reductions for Anders R, B, and Hamilton M. The package rate likewise displays reductions. Special rates, although available, do not always apply or apply differently in different situations, and generally don't apply to all passengers in the same way. So, to make it easier for the client to understand, on the quote, everyone is charged the basic per person sharing rate and then supplements or reductions as applicable. Let's have a look at how these reductions are calculated. For a triple room, first calculate the third person rate as triple room rate minus 2 times per person sharing rate. For example, for Morningside Cottage, 2112,19 minus 780,67 times 2 equals 550,85, as shown on the service rates page. The reduction for the third person is then calculated as third person rate minus per person sharing. For example, 550,85 minus 780,67 equals negative 229,82. This is the rate displayed on the detailed quote. It might be that the reduction is 0. For example, for Misty Hills, the calculation being 2360,68 minus 786,89 times 2 minus 786,89 equals 786,9 minus 786,89 or 0,01. That happens if the provider charges the same rate per person whether there are 2 or 3 people in the room. Although there is no reduction, sharing a triple room still represents a saving, namely the single supplement that would need to be paid if the passengers had a twin and a single room instead. For a quadruple room, the reduction for the third person is the same as the reduction for the third person in a triple room. For example, for Dune G, it is 2139,17 minus 871,25 times 2 minus 871,25, being 396,67 minus 871,25 equals negative 474,15.8 as displayed on the detailed quote. For the fourth person, first calculate the fourth person rate as quadruple rate minus triple room rate. For example, 2535,83 minus 2139,17 equals 396,66 as shown on the service rates page. The reduction for the fourth person is then calculated at fourth person rate minus per person sharing. For example, 396,66 minus 871,25 equals negative 474,59 as displayed on the detailed rates. Again, it might be that the reduction is 0, for example Mondoro Game Lodge. 4,958,33 minus 4,957,84 equals 0,49. This means, in effect, that the clients pay the same rate for the quadruple room as they would for two twins, per person sharing times 4. 4,957,84 times 4 being 19,831,85, the quadruple room rate. For a child, the reduction is calculated as child rate minus per person rate. For example, for Poponyane Falls Lodge, for Andes B, the child reduction is 545,42 less per person sharing of 1,276,93 equals negative 731,51 as on the detailed quote. For Andes R, the reduction is 741,17 minus per person sharing of 1,276,93 equals negative 535,76 as on the detailed quote. The detailed quote shows for each service the per person sharing rate which all passengers will pay, and then the supplements and reductions applicable. For example, at Morningside, a single supplement, third adult reduction, and child reductions. At Petite Provence, child reductions. At Mount Sheba, third and fourth adult reductions and child reductions. The rates per passenger show the total calculated for each passenger, taking into account whatever supplements and reductions may apply. For example, for Hamilton G. Mister, age 14, he pays the basic per person sharing minus reductions at Morningside, Petite Provence, Ezelwini, Poponyane, Stille Woning, Misty Hills, Addo, and Camp Point. When a project is quoted using package rates, it is possible to quote child reductions based on generic child ages. In Rate Setup, click Init Children Age or manually enter the ages, for example 2, 6, and 12. Click Save and Calculate. Note the child reductions calculated. This is useful when the quote is done at a time when the passenger list is not yet available and the ages of the children are unknown. To quote third or fourth person sharing reductions, a triple and/or quadruple needs to be reflected in the passenger list, even if the names are not yet available. When the passenger details are entered, the rate is calculated based on the actual ages of children in the passenger list. The generic age function is no longer available. The reductions calculated take into account the room allocation as well as all the other considerations we have seen. And that is it. Thank you for watching.